Hello, I'm just back from my eye doctor appointment. Dilated eyes, which is why I got my cocoon glasses. Brightness. Can't see very well. But what I wanted to do was give you a little bit of an update on things that are happening here. All right, remember I told you about Beauty All Around, that was working on the background blocks, and I had picked out some back quarters. Changed my mind. Instead, I remembered that I had, in my distant past, bought a bolt of muslin. This reminds me of kind of a colonial kind of quilt. So I thought muslin would be good if I could find the bolt. I moved 6 bins and opened them and went through them until the 7th bin. I finally found the muslin and I had bought it for $1.99 a yard. So I got a good price, and I had not used any of it yet. So I've cut out the 13 of these are 13 3/4 inch squares. They'll be cut down to 12.5 inch squares once I get everything appliqued, but I have 12 blocks cut out, and I will start. I'm going to be working on this block first. It's block number 1, and I'm going to see how that goes. Now, I told you I was going to be hand sewing this, so I'm going to be hand embroidering around the wool applique. And I remembered that I have a lot of floss, embroidery floss, because I used to do, way back in the 70s, I did those pre-printed like table runners and stuff that I was doing embroidery on. And then I was also had cross stitch that used embroidery floss, so I had leftovers from doing that. I had a lot more than I thought. Plus, when I was a teenager, some older ladies that lived across the alley gave me a box of floss. It came in this box. I emptied it out, but it came in this box, and this was packed. It was packed with floss. So we're talking, when I was a teenager, we're talking over 50 years ago, I was given that box, and I don't know how long they had it. So we're talking antique floss. I went in and separated it, and these were not opened at all, and they have this cover on them, and they are some sort of rayon, I think. Celesta Twist Royal Society brand. I don't know if any of you have ever heard of this. And then these are pure silk. I'm saving that for a special project, I suppose. But these are pure silk. So I separated those out. And these are ones that were loose, so I want to use those up first. They have a little tag on them that says Premier Rayon Rope Embroidery Fast Colors. You can see the tag that's on them. So I want to use these up. They're very pretty. So I'm gonna start using those. These are the ones I'm going to use first. And I went looking for needles, and I found these old needle packs that also came from older friends that gave them to me when I was a teenager. And then I also have these called embroiderers. So hopefully I can find something that will work for doing the embroidery. I also have, these are from ones that I have from my days of buying floss for cross stitch and whatever. So those will be used last. I'm going to use these other old ones first because they're special. So that's my update with that. These were also packed full of those pieces of floss, just stuffed in there. And these are ones that were from cross-stitch projects that are still on the pieces left over. The other thing is I got my UFO challenge for April. I am going to be from the Crazy Moose Fabrics UFO challenge April. This is number C, or letter C. Letter C, April. It's called the Quilting Bee. It's 42 inches in diameter, and it's gonna look like this. I bought this from Keepsake Quilting in a tent sale. It was originally $74.99. It was on sale for $56.99. Very likely I got 20% off that at the tent sale. So good price. And there's beautiful fabrics in here. So we have this black, that's going to be for a bee body, and gold. So those are the two fabrics for the bee body. Iridescent wings. Is that not just cute? And then there's two fabrics in here for the honey, I guess, the honeycomb. There's this one and this one. So I'm not sure. This might take. The problem that I'm going to have here to get this done during this month is that I'm going to be out of state for 2 weeks of this month. So that's going to, I might not get this. I don't want to rush. That causes stress because I have a lot of projects that I want to do. So I don't want to stress myself. So if I don't get this done, that's fine. I will just continue with it. But this is my April project. And then we also got the quarter project, which is W4. And mine is smaller projects called Summer Garden. And it is that. It's only 24 by 30, but it's really pretty. And I am not sure where I bought this. It says $20 on it. I'm not sure if I bought it or somebody gave it to me. But this is also wool. So this is wool applique on here. So I'll be using my embroidery floss to work on this at some point too. So there are templates in here. Yeah, this is going to require me to do some embroidery. Butterflies. So that'll be fun. And that's for the quarter. I have 3 months assigned for doing this one. It just has the wool pieces. It doesn't have the background. I'm not sure if it has like all of the pieces I need for that, but I guess we'll see when I get to work on that. It won't be this month. This will definitely be something that will be started later. But anyway, I wanted to share the first of the month. I get my assigned April and quarter 2 projects that I'm going to be working on. Then you know that I'm also got the beauty all around that I'm working on getting ready for my trip. I also have a bag that I want to make. I still have to pick out fabrics. for that. But yeah, it's going good. Having troubles focusing with my eyes, but that'll get better. It's getting better already. I spent a little time in town before I drove back home. But so you will be seeing me again because the Bella Rose package is due to arrive on Thursday. So if it's on time, I will be doing a box opening for that. I got notified that Open Gate and Sewers Club boxes were shipped out this week. So those still don't have dates as to when they will get here because they still haven't made it into the USPS system or whatever system they're going to be in. I think sometimes Open Gate came, I think it came FedEx. Sometimes it comes FedEx, sometimes it doesn't. So I'm not sure how that one's going to get here. But when I get those boxes, I will do an opening for those also. So have a great day, and I just wanted to give you that update. Exciting projects on my horizon, very exciting. I'm going to enjoy all of them. All right, bye-bye.